Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that surely you are upon on the greatest character. Sabi ng Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kay Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam na ikaw ang yung attitude or akhlaq or behavior or maybe in Tagalog ugali, dakilang ugali ni Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yan na sinabi ng Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kay Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that siya may ugali ng dakilang ugali, yung maganda ugali. Okay, and then the condition to go to paradise is your good behavior. And also, if you want to see that if this is a good Muslim, if he's a good believer, what is the condition you can check? Not if he's praying or not fasting or he's giving charity. No, you need to check his character. Kung tingnan mo isang tao na kung mabait siya or hindi mabait, anong tingnan mo doon? Ugali niya. Kung ugali niya maganda, yan tao mabuti. Kung ugali niya masama, yan tao na masama. Dahil kung may isang tao na takot sa Allah, hindi pwede siya na masama ugali. Hindi pwede yan na masama ugali na isang tao na kung takot siya sa Allah. Dahil alam niya kung ako yung masama ugali, hindi na gusto ng Allah sa akin. Dahil ayaw ng Allah na yung tao na masama ugali. So that's our topic for tonight. That if we like to go to paradise, we should have a character of the people of paradise. Kung gusto natin na mapunta sa paraiso, dapat ugali natin tao ng paraiso. Or in Urdu, those who cannot understand the Tagalog or English, अगर हम जन्नत में जाने चाहते हैं, तो सबसे ज़रूरी है हमारा अखलाक अच्छा होना चाहिए. और अखलाक में सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ क्या है? सच बोलना चाहिए. Okay, so this is number 1 point. Anong maganda ugali? Number 1, walang sinungaling. Number 1 point. Walang sinungaling. Yan ang unang-unang ng teaching for tonight. The first teaching of tonight, that if you have a good character, then you should not speak the lie and you should speak the truth. Okay, number 1 lesson na paano nang gagawin ng magandang ugali. Number 1, laging totoo, walang sinungaling. Because if you are a liar, then the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said you are not a believer. Because the people asked to him, Ya Rasulullah, can a Muslim, can a believer, can he be a coward? Coward is juban in Arabic, in Tagalog, duwag. Coward. And the Prophet said, yes, pwede. Pwede na isang pananampalataya ng coward or duwag. He said, can be a believer, can he be a liar? Can he be a coward? He said, yes, possible. But not a good believer, not very good quality. And they asked him, Ya Rasulullah, can a believer, can he be a bakhil? Bakhil in English, niggard. Or in Urdu, कंजूस. Yes, एक मुसलमान बुज़दिल भी हो सकता है, एक मुसलमान अल्लाह के नबी ने कहा कि वो कंजूस भी हो सकता है, लेकिन एक मुसलमान झूठा नहीं हो सकता है. अल्लाह के नबी सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने फरमाया. What he said, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, yes, a believer, he can be a bakhil. Bakhil means niggard. Or in Tagalog, kuripot. Sabi ni Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, pwede isang pananampalataya ng kuripot. Pwede. Sabi niya, pwede siya na pananampalataya at kuripot siya. But dapat bago siya. Dapat hindi siya kuripot, hindi siya duwag. Dapat hindi siya takot sa tao, takot sa Allah lang. At hindi siya mahal sa pera, mahal kay Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Bibigyan niya yung pera sa tulong sa tao. Yan ang magandang quality ng isang pananampalataya. Hindi duwag at hindi ng barat or kuripot. Dapat bibigay siya yung pera niya lahat sa, marami yung pera niya na bigay sa mga mahirap. At pangatlong question ng sahaba kay Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ya Rasulullah, pwede isang pananampalataya ng sinungaling? Ano sabi ni Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? La. La. La means wala. In Tagalog, wala. Hindi pwede na isang pananampalataya ng sinungaling. What is it? What they asked to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ya Rasulullah, can a believer, can he be a liar? And he said, no, not. Cannot be. A believer, he cannot be a liar. So that is the number 1 lesson for us. If you want to have a good character, because you want to go to paradise in your next life. Gusto mo na papunta sa paraiso sa kabilang buhay mo, kailangan qualified ka kung magandang ugali mo. Qualified ka. Kung masama ugali mo, hindi ka qualified papunta sa paraiso. Bakit? Kung ikaw ng masama tao, laging sinungaling, away sa tao, ginawa mo mga chismis, kung papunta ka sa paraiso, yung paraiso maging impyerno na. Dahil sa ugali mo. Ginawa mo doon masama, away-away tao doon. Kaya ayaw ng Allah papunta sa paraiso na yung pangit na ugali. Maganda ugali pwede pupunta sa paraiso. So kung kailangan tayo na, hindi ka pwede sabihin na magdasal ako, pananampalataya ko, paniniwala ko sa Allah, at magdasal ako, mag-fasting ako, bigay ko ng zakat sa mahirap at maggawa ko na hajj. Yun lang, hindi pwede. Ito lang hindi pwede. Ugali. Maganda ugali. Dahil sabi ng Prophet Muhammad sallallahu, sabi ng Allah sa Quran, Inna salata tanha alil fahsya'i wal munkar. Surely, sabi ng Allah, surely, the dasal can stop you from the evil and from the shamelessness. So it means to say, it's impossible that you have a bad character while you're praying. If you're praying, your character should improve. But if you're praying 5 times a day, and if your character is not improving, it means you are not praying, you are doing exercise only. You are only doing exercise lang. You are not doing praying. You have no communication with Allah. Hindi pwede na isang tao na kung yung dasal niya na tunay na dasal, malapit siya sa Allah, hindi ka pwede na siya yung pangiudugali. Hindi pwede. Sigurado hindi pwede. Dahil sabi ng Allah, Inna salata tanha alil fahsya'i wal munkar. Katotohanan, yung sala, yung dasal ng ginawa ng tao, hindi gawa ng masama at hindi gawa ng mga shamelessness, yung mga bagay na walang haya. Sigurado, sabi ng Allah. Ganun din sa fasting. Ano sabi ni Prophet Muhammad sallallahu? Kung ginawa ng masama isang tao sa fasting, mumurahin, bastusin, chismis, riba, backbiting, lahat na ginawa masama at hindi na bago. Ano sabi ni Prophet Muhammad sallallahu? Kung hindi na yung bago yung tao na ugali niya sa fasting, hindi kailangan Allah ng uwa mo at hindi kailangan Allah ng gutom mo. Ano kailangan Allah? Kung mag-fasting ka, dapat ugali mo bago. Hindi natanggap ng Allah ng yung fasting na kung hindi yung sabi ni Prophet Muhammad sallallahu, don't fight if you are fasting. Huwag na away kung fasting ka. Because if you fasting and you are fighting, wala na yung fasting. Your fasting is invalid. And then he asked to the companion, if somebody still want to fight to you, then tell him, I will not fight with you because I am fasting. Hindi ako away sa iyo dahil ako ang fasting. Why? Because if I will fast and I fight with you, wala na yung fasting ko. That is how important is your attitude for your ibadah. Allah said, to speaking the bad word, Hadal fusuka badal iman. You are a believer, how you can speak bad word? Hindi bagay sa isang pananampalataya na mamurahin, bastusin, bastos na salita, yung mumurahin na salita. Kahit nagalit ka, tapos sabi mo, sira ulo ka. Are you crazy? So it is not allowed to speak like this. In Pakistan, like somebody angry, he said, you are pagal. Pagal means crazy. You cannot do this. It is not allowed for a person to speak bad word. How you can control if you're angry? Sabar. Kahit na paano yung lakas na yung galit mo, magsabar ka na lang na control na yung galit mo. Yan ang pinakamalakas ng tao. Sabi ni Prophet Muhammad sallallahu, the strong man is not the one who can pin down his enemy, but is a strong man is the one who can control the anger when he's angry. That is strong man. Ano sabi ni Prophet Muhammad sallallahu, hindi yung tao na malakas na yung nang talo yung kalaban niya, na baksak yung kalaban niya. Hindi yan ng tunay na malakas. Sino yung tunay na malakas? Na yung tunay na malakas na meron siya ng control sa galit niya. Yan na tunay na malakas. Galit siya at control siya yung galit niya. Yan nasabi ni Prophet Muhammad sallallahu, siya yung pinakamalakas. who can control his anger. And this is one of the sign of the munafiq. The number one of the sign of the munafiq. Number one is whenever he speak the lie. Whenever he promise, he breaks his promise. Whenever you trust him, he betrays you. And another one, when the munafiq is angry, he will say the bad words. This is 4. Number 1, number 5, lagi siya nang always making swear to Allah. Bakit? Bakit? Dahil hindi na yung maniniwala sa kanya kahit sino man. Kaya sabi niya, I swear to Allah, ako ang totoo. Ako yung totoo, ay sumpa ako, ako ang totoo. Dahil walang maniniwala sa kanya. Kailangan siya laging swear to Allah. This number 5. Ano sa Tagalog? The munafiq, yung sign ng munafiq, kailan siya ng salita ng hipokrito, lagi siya na sinungaling. At kailan siya ng pangako, lagi siya hindi tupad. At kailan siya ng tiwala mo sa kanya, lagi siyang trador. At kung galit siya, mumurahin siya. At lagi siya sumpa ng Allah, dahil hindi maniniwala sa kanya tao. So it's very important for us to think about our character. Okay, I can also speak these signs of the munafiq in Urdu. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ने कहा, नबी sallallahu ने कहा कि मुनाफिक की निशानियां है जब बात करे झूठ बोले, जब वादा करे वादा खिलाफी करे, जब उस पे भरोसा करो धोखा दे. Liar, no word of honor, and cheater. These are the 3 major signs of the munafiq. The time of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu, the munafiq pray 5 times a day. Munafiq pray 5 times a day in the masjid. Because if you don't pray, you are not Muslim. So they must pray to show we are Muslim. So munafiq, the hypocrite, they pray in the masjid in time of the Prophet Muhammad 5 times a day. But they have a heart to come for Fajr. And they have a heart to come for Isha. Zuhar, Asar, Maghrib, no problem. But Fajr and Isha, mahirap sa fasting, mahirap dasal yung mga munafiq. But you cannot judge them because not praying. Because if you're not praying, you are not munafiq. You are already not Muslim. Kung ayaw mo na dasal, you are not Muslim anymore. Because you say, walang Diyos na dapat sambahin, maliban kay Allah, at ayaw mo dasal kay Allah. Ayaw mo sambahin kay Allah. So you are not Muslim. Dahil, hindi pwede na yung sabihin mo, yan lang iman. Gagawin mo, yan din iman. 3 bagay ng iman. Sa puso, paniniwala sa puso, at sabihin mo sa dila, number 2, at gagawin mo sa kamay. Kung ikaw ang pananampalataya na Allah ang dapat sambahin, yan sa puso mo, at sabihin mo sa dila mo, asyhadu an la ilaha illallah. Number 2. Number 3, gagawin mo na walang Diyos na dapat sambahin maliban kay Allah, magsamba kay Allah. Halimbawa, Salatul Juma now. Lagi ako khutbah sa Golden Mosque, Quiapo. Kahit na mga azan na isar na khutbah, marami na tindahan hindi na sirado. Hindi na sirado. Marami. Marami yung mga Muslim, benta pa rin yung mga paninda. Ayaw nila sirado yung tindahan. Sabi ko sa kanila, kung Diyos mo na yung tindahan, yung paninda, huwag na kayo pasok sa masjid. Kung Diyos ninyo Allah, iwan na lang yung paninda. Dahil sabi na Allah, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu idha nudiya lis-salati min yawmil jum'ati fas'au ila dhikrillahi wa dharul bay'. Oh, you believe, when the call of the Juma prayer, salat, azan, fas'au ila dhikrillahi, utos ng Allah, magbilis kayo sa punta sa zikrullah, to remembrance of Allah. Wa dharul bay', at iwan ninyo ng negosyo. Kung sabi ng tao, hindi ako iwan ng negosyo. Kahit iwan ko na lang Allah, hindi ko iwan ng negosyo. Yan mas important kay Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Pwede ba siya Muslim? Sino pwede sabihin siya Muslim? Na hindi niya iwan niya yung business niya, iwan niya Allah. Kahit sabi ng Allah, hindi pwede, ito mas importante. Hindi yung utos ng Allah mas importante. So sabi ko, paano ka Muslim na hindi ka nasirado kahit 30 minutes lang? Pwede ka 6 o'clock morning until 12 midnight, pwede ka magbenta doon. Buong araw pwede ka benta. Kahit gusto mo hanggang midnight, magbenta ka na lang. Bakit hindi ka na-stop ng 30 minutes yung Salatul Juma? Hindi ka pwede sabihin na walang iman. May iman na mahina. Parang walang iman. Dahil kung iman to, bigyan na Allah buong araw. Magtinda ka. Kahit sa Quran na kung tapos na Juma, ano sabihin Allah? فَإِذَا قُضِيَتِ الصَّلَاةُ فَانْتَشِرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَابْتَغُوا مِنْ فَضْلِ اللَّهِ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ. At kung tapos na yung sala, magkalat kayo nasa lupa at hanap kayo ng biyaya ng Allah. Subhanallah. Hindi katulad sa Bani Israel, bawal sa kanila ng negosyo sa buong araw ng Sabado. Hindi lang isang oras, 30 minutes, no. Buong araw ng Sabado, bawal. Ano yung negosyo nila? Isda. Isda yung inegosyo nila sa dagat. Tapos kita nila maraming isda sa Sabado. Subok lang na Allah sumatala na marami isda papunta sa dagat, sa seashore. Ano gagawin nila na sumunod nila kay Shaitan? Gagawin sila na hukay para ipon yung isda. Bukas ng umaga, sa linggo, kunin nila yung isda. Sabi ng propeta kay Bani Israel na ginawa ninyo loko-loko kay Allah sumatala. Alam ng Allah to ito, loko na yan. Sabi na, hindi. Ngayon, hindi Sabado, ngayon, linggo na. Magkuha kami na isda sa linggo. Ba't hukay nila sa Sabado? Ano gagawin ng Allah? Gagawin ng lahat ng tao na itong unggoy. Sila na maging unggoy lahat. So yan ng malaking kasalanan ng tao ng pabayan nila na Allah sumatala at hindi pabayan nila ng negosyo. Kung ikaw tunay ka na Muslim, ikaw tunay ka na Muslim, mayroon ka na iman. Kahit ng customer mo, 1 million siya na bibili na yon, maginig ka na azan, sabihin mo sa customer, kahit 1 million ka, ayaw ko na benta dahil azan na. Yan tunay na Muslim. If you are a true Muslim, if you are a true believer, and if in the Juma, you have a customer and he buy from you 10 million, 100 million, he say, I will just buy, I have to go now. And you hear the azan, say, I don't like to sell now. I cannot sell you my products now. You go. You want to wait? I will come back after Salah. I will buy, you buy from me. I cannot sell to you now because I heard Allah called me to come. Because this person calling azan, he is the caller of Allah. He is calling you the message of Allah. He is giving you the command of Allah. وَإِذَا نُودِيَ يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا إِذَا نُودِيَ لِلصَّلَاةِ مِنْ يَوْمِ الْجُمْعَةِ فَاسْعَوْا إِلَى ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ وَذَرُوا الْبَيْعَ. O you who believe, when you hear the azan of Jummah, leave off your business. Example, if you are coming to masjid and you are thirsty, Jummah, azan already, hear the azan, you are outside the masjid, and now you go to the store and you buy the water. You give 20 pesos, buy water. You make haram because you already heard the azan. You cannot buy your water for drink. Even if you are thirsty, you will not die. You can fast whole day. Now 30 minutes, you cannot go and buy the water only. You cannot buy. If you have an emergency, okay, no problem. You have emergency, accident, you are a surgeon, you are making surgery. If you don't surgery, this person will die. Okay, you have exemption. But not for the business. No exemption. Emergency, only exemption. That you can delay the Salatul Jummah. But other, no. And the other prayer also, you must pray on time. Except the Salatul Isha, you can delay. Fajr, you pray on time. Zuhr, pray on time. Asr, pray on time. Maghrib, pray on time. Isha, you can delay. The Prophet Muhammad said, okay, to delay the Isha. Or, he said also, Zuhr time, kung masyado mainit, you can delay little bit Zuhr also, if too much hot. But the rest of the time, you must pray right away. If you are traveling, lalakbay, traveling, you can combine Zuhr, Asr. You can combine Maghrib, Isha. You can combine Zuhr and Asr. You can pray the Zuhr, Asr on the Zuhr time. Until Asr time, you can pray combine Zuhr, Asr. Maghrib, Isha, you can pray on Maghrib time. Or you can pray after Isha time, Maghrib, Isha. If you're traveling, you're allowed to combine Maghrib and Isha, Fajr and Zuhr and Asr. And the Fajr, you pray even the 2 rakat before Fajr, even the travel, Prophet Muhammad he prayed 2 rakat before Fajr. He never leave this. And he said, The 2 rakat before Fajr is better than dunya wa mafia. In everything, all the world and whatever is in the world, this 2 rakat before Fajr is more important. Mas mahalaga yung 2 rakat bago pang Fajr, mas mahalaga sa buong mundo at ano yung sa sulog ng mundo. Mas mahalaga yung 2 rakat ng bago pa ng Salatul Fajr. 2 rakateं फजर से पहले पूरी दुनिया से ज्यादा उसकी कीमत है अल्लाह के यहाँ पर. That is what I can say in Urdu. That's Prophet Muhammad said. We don't know the value of the salah and fasting and charity or hajj, but this great act of worship, Allah is not going to accept if we don't have the change of our good character. Our salah is not accepted by Allah. Our iman is not accepted by Allah. Our fasting is not accepted by Allah. Our hajj, our zakat is not accepted by Allah if you have a bad character. If you are giving somebody zakat and you say bad words, Allah will not accept your zakat. If you help someone for 30 years, you every day help him. 40 years you help him. And after 40 years, he do wrong to you and you tell him, you have no shame on you. I helped you for 40 years and now you're speaking back to me. If you say this, that I helped you for 40 years, your 40 years of help rejected by Allah. Allah will not accept anymore. Because you are showing a bad character. You are telling to the person, I helped you for 40 years. That is called manna. You call it, you are counting your favor. Never say to anyone, I did this and this and this to you. That's not allowed. That is a bad character. And never judge people also. You know, if the police catch a man, even if they catch him red-handed, still they're not allowed to call him criminal. They only call him accused. They only call him accused. They cannot call him he's a criminal. No, he should be judged. There should be witness. And he is guilty. Now you tell he is a criminal. Then you give him a punishment. And that is the same law of Islam. Unless proven the person is not guilty. Unless proven. But imagine you only see somebody, then you started to judge. Maybe he's like this, maybe he's like this. That's a very big sickness. Judging people on some, without asking him why you're doing this. You see some act done by a person and you start to talk, he's a thief, maybe he's a liar, maybe he's a magnanakaw. No, you cannot judge a person unless you listen to him. Must listen the person's side before judging. Never judge without listening. And don't judge one-sided also. That is a bad attitude. If somebody this Mansur come to me and he complained for Nuruddin. But I don't listen to Nuruddin. He just tell me, okay, Nuruddin is bad. That's not allowed in Islam. If he complain him, this should be front of me. Then now he talk to me against him. Then I ask him what you say about him. That is a way of judgment in Islam. No one-sided judgment. That's haram. You cannot listen one side and you judge. No, you are a bad judge. You are a bad judge. You must listen. If you complain against him, okay, come both of you. Now you talk. Okay, what's your answer? You can defend yourself now. No need for lawyer for this. If you big problem, we get lawyer. But you have a problem, don't listen one side. Listen the two side. But today is a prejudgment. Or you call it prejudice. You judge people without listening. You just hear and you are judging people. The media is a lying also. You listen in the media about somebody and you started to believe this media. No, that's very bad attitude. Because media is not a judge. The media has become like a judge today. They say he is bad, he is this and this and this. And they are making people criminal in the media. And it's haram. You cannot judge a person without the witness and without listening him. Unless you don't listen the person who is accused, you never judge him. You listen him first. And then you have a right to, when you listen to both sides, you listen to the witness, now you can judge. And always make sure that your judgment is right. Ali radiallahu anhu, he said, as being a judge, it is better for me to free the criminal rather than I punish to the innocent. Because if you have a benefit of doubt, give it to the person who is, give it free to him. That's called benefit of doubt. Because if he is guilty and he is saved from your judgment, there is another judge, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, on the day of judgment. He will get punishment. But if you punish the innocent, now you have a big problem. Allah will judge you on the day of judgment. Why you punish that innocent? So it's hikmah or wisdom that always be sure that when you are 100% sure, then you give the verdict of guilty or punish the person. But if you're not 100% sure, then give benefit of doubt to save yourself for punishing a innocent. And today is one of the bad attitude is like doctors or the lawyers. And I can add also the businessmen. The businessmen are charging too much profit, making things very expensive. The doctors charging too much money to make the medical treatment very expensive. And the lawyers charging money to the criminals to free them from the punishment. And the other lawyers, they are getting money from the criminals to help them to punish to the innocent. That is the worst profession today in the world today. You can buy a lawyer, give him money, you are criminal, you tell him I am a criminal. And he will make some, some false evidence, some false witness, some false documents, and he'll get you free. And that's normal in Philippines. Rapists can be saved, criminal can be saved, the thief can be saved, robbers can be saved, the corrupt people can be saved. You give money and the lawyer make techniques. And they are the bad attitude people. Do you think these people can go to paradise? They cannot go to paradise. The lawyers, you will see many lawyers, millions of lawyers in the hellfire. Why? But because of the money, they are saving the criminals. Because of the money, they are giving punishment to the criminals, to the innocent. Punishing to the innocent and saving to the criminals. And you can buy the lawyer. Yesterday, you can only buy the lawyer. Today, what you do? You just don't buy the lawyer. You can even buy a judge today. Yesterday, it was few years, 50, 60, 70 years ago, 30 years ago. You just buy a lawyer. And lawyer can help you even you are criminal. But today is a different time. Today you can buy lawyer. But if you think lawyer cannot do anything, you just buy the judge only. You go and give money to judge. Judge will give, okay, you're free, go. Today is the time people are buying judge today. So that is the time of near the end of the world now. The judge being sold, lawyer being sold, doctors being sold, the businessman being sold. I go to, before many years ago, I go Quiapo, I buy the vegetables, Chinese. And every time there is typhoon, the Chinese in Divisoria, they double the price. But it's not true that they are this much expensive because of typhoon. One day the typhoon is now afternoon, Juma, afternoon only. And I go to this Quiapo, I want to buy gulay. It's afternoon the typhoon and the gulay come from Luzon, from Baguio maybe. But it's only 2 hours only. And the price double. I said, your vegetable not yet arrived. Why is double price now? This vegetable from yesterday. Yesterday there is no typhoon. Why your price double now? So it's cheating. Because the typhoon is today, this gulay is kahapon pa. Bakit double price? Dapat bukas pa yung expensive gulay dahil typhoon na yon. But the gulay yesterday, make it double price dahil typhoon. So it is very bad also by the business people. They are killing people. They are led people to hungry because they charge too much money. And the worst thing for the Asian countries, the most expensive, pinakamahal sa bigas sa buong Asia, Philippines. Right now, 50, 60 pesos per kilo rice. Even the local rice become malapit na 50 now. Why? Because of the too much profit. The farmers, galing sa farmers, wala pa 20 pesos. If you can go and check, not even 20 pesos, galing sa farmers. But when it's arrived in Manila, maging 50 na, 60. Doble, triple price. Galing sa farmers, wala pang 20. Dumating sa Manila, 50 pesos, 60 pesos. Overcharging of the necessities. It's haram also. We called it in Urdu, munafakhori. In overpricing. In English, or malaking tubo sa yung bagay na may kailangan na araw-araw like bigas, gulay. It's haram to do this one. Medicines. I was giving the lecture, not last Juma, before the last Juma. And I said about medicine that yung mga gamot na 2 peso nang kami nabenta sa distributor, ranitidine for acidity, for ulcer. Kung galing benta kami sa distributor 2 pesos. Dumating sa hospital, sa marami distributor, dumating sa hospital, na-charge sa patient, 200. 10,000%. And then sabi ko, one more example, the Ceftriaxone, our brand Rofin, we sell to the distributor, 12 pesos, 12. Dumating sa hospital, charge sa patient, 1,200. 10,000% also. And then the doctors, I say also in my lecture, doctors should have a limit of charge. You know, nobody doctor charge below 500. 500 is nothing. More than 500. 1,000, 2,000. If you go doctor, go to hospital, even 10,000 per day. When you pay the bill, the doctor visit 3 days, how much is the bill of the professional fee? 330,000. It's not the professional fee. You call it robbery fees. There's a robbery fee. 3 days you charge to the poor person 630,000. How many minutes? 10 minutes. How much per minute? 1,000 per minute. And the person, he don't earn money 10,000 a month. He cannot save money 10,000 per month. But doctor get from him 10 minutes only. So I was saying that the government should control the price. There should be retail price. If you sell above the retail price, you should be put in the jail. The doctor should have a maximum price. You cannot charge more than 300. Cannot charge more than 200. And then there was a lady, she said, if I can decide, I want you to be the president of the Philippines. Do this in the Philippines. And the people of the Philippines will have a good life. And many other people, they commented, yes, we are agree for this. Why? Because that is the problem in the Philippines. Nobody is controlling anything. Expensive medicine, expensive rice, expensive vegetable. Imagine the vegetables. Sometime, you know how much is the onion last time? 700 pesos per kilo. Because these businessmen people, you go to the cold storage, check there what happened now. Every cold storage is full with onion. Hoarding, we call hoarding in English. In Urdu, we call zakhira andozi. I don't know what you call it Tagalog, hoarding. You keep the commodities para mataas presyo. And that's haram in Islam. And it should be prohibited in the Philippines, not allowed to keep the price, not allowed to keep the vegetables, to hike the price. That's haram. You should have the raid on them. The NBI, the police, should make the raid on the people who are keeping the commodities, hiding to bring up the price. That's haram. That is cheating. That is killing people. You tell them, no, bring out the rice, sell everything. Why? Because they want to keep the rice to increase the price. They want to, you know, I saw many cold storage. It's full with onion. Why? Because they're waiting. If no onion in the market, onion will become expensive. 200, 300, 400, and they will sell very expensive. There should be a law that these people should put in the jail if they are hoarding. They are keeping the goods to increase the price. Because this is very bad things. Masa ito, nalagay na maraming sibuyas, maraming patatas, maraming bigas para mataas yung presyo. That's bawal in Islam. And it's bawal in any law. Sa lahat ng batas, bawal ito. Tinatawag ito hoarding sa English, hoarding. Ipon na mga bagay na yung kailangan ng tao para mataas yung presyo. There's a very big sin in Islam. And the Prophet said the person who do this will not go to paradise because it's a bad attitude. So overpricing, selling very expensive, charging too much profit, and keeping the things to increase the price. These all are the bad attitudes. We are planning to make movie about the history of the Islam in the Philippines, and one of the character there is Sharif Maktoum. Karim, his name Karim. And inshallah, if we push through that meeting, I will roll as a Maktoum in this movie. And what he was doing, he's a businessman. He come Philippines and he do good business. No lying, always truthful, no cheating, always word of honor, justice, fair business. People follow him, they become Muslim because of his good character. So our good character can let the non-Muslim to follow us. See, many Muslims today, you go anywhere. You go to Quiapo, you go Baclaran, you go to province, Rizal, Batangas. There are many Muslims, they're selling the things are pirated. Pirated t-shirt, pirated shirt, pirated jeans, pirated watch, pirated salamin, everything pirated. Why? Just they want to make money. And it's haram because you are cheating people. You are copying other companies. There's haram also. Imitation haram. The fake thing selling haram also. And I say, if you are a Muslim and you say you are original Muslim, dapat benta mo lahat original. Kung ikaw na Muslim tapos benta mo lahat ng pirated, ano yung ikaw? Ikaw din pirated Muslim. So kung Muslim ka na original, dapat benta mo lahat original. Kung Muslim ka na pirated, dapat kung ikaw na benta ng pirated, ikaw na Muslim na pirated din. Dahil tunay na Muslim, benta lahat original. Dahil lang tiwala siya sa Allah, Allah bibigyan ng risk. Na kung hindi ka maniwala sa Allah, kung hindi ka trust sa Allah, kaya benta mo na yung pirated dahil hindi ka natiwala sa Allah. Kung trust ka sa Allah, benta mo original, bibigyan Allah sa iyo ng risk. Dahil galing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala risk. Hindi galing sa tao, hindi galing sa yung mga pirated na bagay. Galing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Kung may haram ka ng income, walang baraka. Halal income, there is baraka. If you have a halal income, there is baraka. Even kunti, walang problem. Maganda dahil may blessing. But kung marami na haram, walang blessing. Walang biyaya. Easy to come, easy to go. And halal has a barakah. It will always be with you and always have a blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So these are the beautiful teachings of about character, which we should follow. We should have to qualify ourselves to go to paradise by achieving a good character. This fasting or praying or hajj or giving charity, these all are to make us a good character. Teach us to be good character. And the best of the character is your character with Allah. You need to believe in only one God, worship only one God, bow down to only one God, stand in front of only one God, pray to only one God, supplicate to only one God, invoke to only one God, live and die for only one God. That is your character with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So your character make good with Allah and make your character good with the people. And make your character good with every creation of Allah. I was talking with the Philippine Coast Guard. I was telling them environment is also under our custody. We need to also protect our environment. The animals are under our custody. We need to take care of animals also. We need to take care of the wildlife. We need to take care of the ocean life. We need to take care of the atmosphere. Today, our atmosphere is being polluted. Our water being polluted. Our sea is being polluted. Our earth is being polluted. Our food is being polluted. Our animals become polluted now. Look at today. The chicken, because of the economical reason, to have a very cheap chicken of the poultry to make more money. What is the chicken is feeding today? You cannot imagine. You cannot even smell it. The dirty leftover fish from the sardine factory. Very dirty, filthy, bad smell fish. Leftover. They collect all this. Dirty meat. Dirty bones. All kind of dirty stuff. They collect them, they grind it, giniling, and they mix with the corn and they feed to the chicken. So what you're eating? You're eating filth. The chicken is full of filth. They are giving the very dirty feeds to the chicken. And much worse is the chicken, when they eat all this dirt, and when they bring out the fecals, the dirt from the chicken, they call it manure. Manure. Saan gamit yung manure? Pagkain ng isda. The dirt of the chicken, they mix with, and they put in the fish pond. And they are giving this to the fish. So what happened, your tilapia and your bangus? It is feed with the dirt of the chicken. Marumi ng manok na yung pinakain ng mga isda sa fish pond. This way is, I like to buy the fish from the sea, not from the fish pond. Because fish pond is dirty. Some fish pond in the province, ano gagawin nila? Fish pond in the down, up is the poultry. Lahat ng yung tayo ng manok dun papunta sa isda. Very bad. Masama ang tao na yun. Dahil ng mukhang pera. They love the money. And because of the money, they can do anything bad to the people. They are doing bad to the people. You know, they are injecting the hormones. They are injecting hormones to the chicken. Para yung malaki yung chicken, look like big. Mabigat. At yung inject sa yung tubig with protein. Also, they inject to the chicken antibiotic. Kahit walang sakit yung chicken, antibiotic. Bakit? Ayaw nila patay yung manok. Gusto nila patay yung tao. Dahil kung kain ka na araw-araw yung manok na may antibiotic, may resistant ka na antibiotic. Kung may sakit ka na yung antibiotic, walang gana, walang galing. Dahil na may maraming antibiotic. Lahat ng yung maraming manok na yan na may antibiotic. Many of the chicken with antibiotics. Because they don't like to lose 100 pesos. They don't mind people. Walang yung value ng tao. Value ng manok. Kahit walang sakit na manok, inject nila gentamicin, iba-ibang antibiotic para hindi patay yung manok. They don't like the chicken to die, but they are risking the life of the people. So that is the tragedy today. Also, nowadays, the organic food is coming out, free cage. Caging the chicken is also haram. Caging the animal like cow, the sheep, the goat, haram also. Because they have a freedom also. They should be in the free sky. They should have a free air. The poultry, you know what they're doing, poultry? It's like a concentration camp of Hitler. You know the Hitler? He put the people in the concentration camp. You cannot go out. You stay in a small room. Then they feed you. That is the same thing. The poultry is small. The chicken is like this, only space. Cannot move. It's standing only. Eat 2 months, 45 days. And the backside is the stool. They collect it. They sell also for the fish. And the chicken cannot go out. White chicken is white. Poultry. Walang arawan. They're not going to the sunshine. They don't go to the air. And they're cursing human being. Allah punishes human being who are abusing us. They're abusing. You are abusing the animals. And we as a character, the good character, we should have a good character to the animals. We should not deprive them from the freedom. Caging the bird in the cage, haram. Caging the cat or dog, or don't give them freedom, it's haram. The cow, the goat, they should be free. Because Allah gave them the freedom. That's why now you have a cage-free eggs, cage-free chicken, cage-free milk of cow. Because they understand now that because when you cage the animal, there is a curse upon this. Allah cursed you upon this. This animal meat or the milk or the eggs will have no barakah because you cage them and you feed them dirty stuff. In England, many years ago, they get the dirty meat of pig and other animals. They grind it, they put with the grass, and they feed to the cows. They tried it like this, maybe 50, 60, 8 years ago in England. After this, what happened? All the cows in England, they become sick because they feed them the dirty meat. Because these cows, they should not eat the meat. They should eat only vegetable because they are vegetarian. Same way, if you get the dog and you started to give the grass and you don't give the meat, this dog will be finished also, will die. Will have a sickness. because the dog can always eat the meat. And the cow and the goat and sheep, they always eat the grass. So when they eat the meat and also dirty meat, all the cows in UK, in England, become sick. They call it mad cow disease. And this disease was going all around the Europe. And the millions of cows were already sick. Mad cow disease or foot and mouth disease. After that, they kill millions of cows and burn them to stop the disease. Millions of cows were burned because you go against the system of Allah. So this all happening like GMO food, genetically modified food. They change the genes of the rice or wheat or the corn. And these are also causing cancer. In Philippines, the genetically modified food are allowed to import from America. In Europe, it's not allowed because the genetically modified food can cause the cancer. That's why now many cancer increasing in Philippines. The GMO should be prohibited. I went and checked the Bureau of Plant Industry, Department of Agriculture. They allowed the GMO from America. But the GMO is not allowed in Europe. But in Philippines, allowed to import the GMO. GMO food is also against the creation of Allah because they are changing the genes of the crops, the rice, the wheat, corn, to have a more production. And Allah said, La tabdila khalqillah. Do not change the creation of Allah. Go with the creation of Allah. How Allah make the things, don't change it. Don't make the changes, alteration there. Because if you make alteration, then there will be curse of Allah and there will be diseases and destruction. So inshallah, I can answer the question. And people are more good looking, but what I can see, that nobody is ugly. People make ugly themselves. People make themselves ugly by changing something, doing some bad things or because of curse of Allah upon them, so their face become no more nur on their face, no light on their face. But nobody Allah created ugly. Even the African people, they are not ugly. They are good looking also. But when you are dirty and you don't make yourself good looking, you don't cut your hair, you don't wear good clothes, you don't take a bath, of course you look ugly. So it is not Allah who make people ugly. The people, they make themselves ugly. And it is not your external look makes you ugly. What makes you ugly is your internal look, your bad character. I give you an example. The time of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu, there were Arabs, mostly Arabs. Prophet Muhammad was Arab also, but from the generation of Abraham. So maybe if Abraham is Hebrew, then he was Hebrew, but because he lived up in Arabia and he started to speak Arabic, regardless of this, most of the people were Arab, but there were also Africans. There were also Romans like Shoaib Romi. There was also Persian like Salman Farsi. And there were, until the time of the Prophet Muhammad, he died, hundreds of thousands of Sahaba, could reaching to the million with household, with the families. And check the life of the Prophet Muhammad. In all his companions, Africa, the black, Bilal is black. He's from Ethiopia, he's black. And check all the Sirah. Who is the most valuable person in all the companions of Prophet Muhammad? Number one, Bilal. But he's black. But he is the most loving. Everybody loves him. Abu Bakr, Umar, Farooq, Usman, Ali, Hassan, Hussein, all the family of the Prophet Muhammad, all his companions, everybody. Who is the number one to love after Prophet Muhammad? Bilal. But he's black. But he is most loving because of his good character, because of his good sacrifice for the sake of Allah. So Allah make him most lovable in the people. So it's not your look can make you ugly. It is your character can make you ugly. If a person is a very good looking, white, very bright face, very attractive, but he is talking bad words. He is a very bad person. He's fighting, hitting people. People say, get out from here. I don't like you. The Allah said to Prophet Muhammad, if you have a bad character, these all people will run away from you. Kung may tao na masama ugali, walang gusto sa kanya kahit sino man. Lahat ayaw sa kanya dahil sa masama ugali. So it's not your looks makes you ugly, it's your character makes you ugly. And it's not your looks can attract people, it's your character attracts the people to you. Okay, beta? Buyer is also sinful because if buyer will not buy, they cannot manufacture. So if you buy the imitation, you are also involved in the haram. So buyer, the seller, the manufacturer, the distributor, the agent, all include. Okay, so if you know the imitation, it's haram. No, not allowed to. You buy generic. You buy generic. You buy unbranded. It's good. Go to Baclaran, buy unbranded shoes. Same, example, the one factory in China making the Adidas or Nike for the Nike company, and they put the design, the picture of Magic John. Oh, sorry, this name Jordan. They put the name of Jordan. The same factory, that shoes only to $5, and they put Jordan. It's come to Philippines selling $100. But same factory make $5, and you bring to Divisoria only $7, $8, $9, $10. Why don't you buy this one unbranded? No need to look for the brand, because the brand is also problem. Why? Because sometimes you brand. Why? Para mayabang. You can see I am buying original Nike or original Rolex or original Lacoste or original Wrangler or Levi's. So it is showing off. People are, and then sometimes some people are mayabang at mahirap din. Ano gagawin? Bibili lang yung brand na imitation. Tapos sabi mo, ako, Levi's din ako. But hindi Levi's, fake lang. But just to showing off to people that I am also something. So it is the sickness of your character. Just by original. Example, if somebody gives you value because of your pant, or somebody gives you value because of your car, or somebody gives you value because of your watch, you are very cheap. Your value is only because of your car. Your value because of the watch only. Your value is because of your clothes only. So you have no value at all. You need to have your value because of the things only. So you are very cheap. You understand in Tagalog, kung kayo na may value dahil sa bagay na sapatos or damit or sasakyan, ikaw walang value na dahil gusto mo value galing sa mga bagay lang. So you don't need to worry about the things. Even you have nothing, but if you have Allah and you do everything for Allah, then Allah can give you very good value, inshallah, on the day of judgment. Yes, everything is a punishment of Allah, and Allah said also that whatever the evil comes to you is because of your hands. So something which comes with your bad action directly in the form of disease, something will come to your bad doings, will come to you not directly but indirectly, like typhoon or earthquake. So Allah can punish you. Example, a person is doing zina, then Allah give him sickness. So it is from Allah also. Or if a person is doing haram, then Allah make earthquake for him or the typhoon for him. So Allah can always give the punishment in different ways. Okay, that's all, inshallah. Okay. Wag na sabihin na kailangan na walang choice, walang ibang paraan. Wag na sabihin ganito dahil mayroon na laging paraan. Ano yung paraan? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Bakit na panalangin? Don't say I have no choice, I can only get riba to solve. Then you don't have to believe in Allah. There is Allah. Don't go for the haram because it is making war with Allah and His Messenger. So don't say that I have no choice, I must go for riba. No. I have a choice. My choice is Allah. I can come to masjid, I pray to Allah. Allah, I have no any other source except you. So you can arrange money for me. Allah will give you money. Allah will not let you do the riba because Allah don't like you go to hellfire. So you have no other source. Don't say this. Allah is still alive and He's always alive and He will be always alive. And He's always listening our dua. Because He said in the Quran, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي أَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ إِذَا دَعَانِ فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لِي وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا بِي لَعَلَّهُمْ يُرْشَدُونَ. And when my slave asks you about me, tell I am very near. And I reply to the call of the caller when he call upon me. He not just accept, he reply also. وَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لِي. So call upon me, وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا بِي, and believe in me, لَعَلَّهُمْ يُرْشِدُونَ, so you will become guided. So don't make the statement that I have no choice. Allah is always our choice and He can always save you from riba and haram if you pray to Him that Allah, I need this problem to be solved, and Allah can solve this problem by His treasures, because Allah's treasures are not limited. It's unlimited. Before I was talking with in Malaysia, many taxi driver, Grab driver, they always say this. I say, why you get this on riba? You should buy it cash. He said, we have no cash. We have no choice. I said, no, you have a choice. Your choice is Allah. Pray to Allah. Because Allah is our choice. Allah is our choice. Always ask to Allah. Allah, I have no source. Only you I am asking. So I don't want to take money from the bank. It's haram or 5-6 or pawn shop. Allah, you arrange money for me. And Allah will arrange for you. It's easy for Allah. Allah is just testing you and us. That's how we are close to Allah. And Allah is saying, I'm close. Call upon me. And Allah always accept the supplication of His slave. Lahat na panalangin ng tanggap ng Allah. Na tatlong ways, 3 ways. The one thing, you make dua, Allah give you right away. The other dua acceptance, Allah give you in the future. And the third acceptance, Allah will give you this in the hereafter, sa kabilang buhay. How? Example. Lahat ng tao gusto maging mayaman, okay? You have any person who like to be mahirap? Anybody here gusto mahirap? Sino gusto mahirap? Lahat. Gusto mayaman lahat. Okay. Now, everybody pray to Allah, Allah make me mayaman. Okay? But not everybody mayaman. If everybody mayaman, what happened? Walang driver, walang katulong, walang plumber, walang mason, wala na. Lahat mayaman na. No building, nothing. Mahirap buhay. Okay? At wala nang zakat. Saan ka bigyan ng zakat? Lahat mayaman na. Walang zakat, walang test. So Allah make people rich and people poor. The rich will help to the poor and the poor will help to the rich. The rich will give charity and salary to the poor and the poor will help to the rich. So this is the system of life. But one person, he always, Allah, make me rich. Allah, gagawin mo ko mayaman. But Allah will not make him mayaman dahil na kung siya maging mayaman, siya maging mayabang. Kung siya maging mayabang, papunta sa impyerno. But mahal ni Allah sa kanya, ayaw na Allah papunta sa impyerno, so hindi gagawin siya na mayaman. Hanggang siya na malakas na iman, saka na lang siya mayaman na. Okay na, malakas iman, hindi siya mayabang na yun. At kung kita ng Allah na yan ng tao na hindi na siya na malakas na iman kahit buong buhay niya, na kailan siya na maging mayaman, na siya maging mayabang. So ano gagawin ng Allah? Sa kabilang siya na maging mayaman siya. Okay? So yung panalangin na gustong maging mayaman, kung hindi sa future, sa kabilang buhay siya na maging mayaman. So hindi ka pwede sabihin na hindi tanggap ng Allah ng panalangin. Lahat ng panalangin tanggap niyan Allah na yun na right away or in the future or sa kabilang buhay. So hindi na yung kahit ano yung panalangin. Every supplication or the prayer of the slave, Allah accept in the 3 different way. Right away, in the future, or in the next life. And I give example in Tagalog. If you are a person very poor and you always pray to Allah, Allah make me rich, Allah make me rich. And Allah is not making you rich. Why? Because Allah knows that if you become rich now, your iman is weak, you become arrogant, you become mutakabbir or arrogant or pride. So Allah will not make you rich until your iman becomes strong, then Allah make you rich. Because now you will not be arrogant. And if Allah will see that this person will not be strong iman in this life, and anytime he become rich, he become mayabang, Allah will not make you rich in this life because Allah knows that you become arrogant, so Allah will make you rich in the next life. So every dua is accepted. Because if you become, like example, if you become arrogant, you will go to hellfire, sure. Because Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said that if the person has arrogance is smaller than atom in the heart, he cannot even smell the paradise. And then the Sahaba said, Ya Rasulullah, if you like to wear good clothes or good shoes, is it also arrogance? He said, no. Allah likes you to wear good clothes. Allah likes you to be good looking. And he says, it's not become arrogant wearing good clothes or good shoes. He said, the arrogance is when you look down upon the people, you think you are better than others. And you don't accept the right because of your ego. Because of your ego, you don't like to accept the right. That's arrogance. So in Tagalog, the last, no question, no any lecture anymore, we dua. Sabi ni Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Na isang tao kung mayroon siya ng mayabang sa puso niya kahit sa mas maliit pa sa atom, hindi siya naamoy ang paraiso sa kabilang buhay. Sabi ng mga kasama ni Prophet Muhammad SAW, "Ya Rasulullah, gusto namin na suot na mga damit na maganda, damit na yung sapatos na maganda. Yan ba ng mayabang?" Then, sabi ni Prophet Muhammad SAW, "No, hindi ito mayabang. Gusto na lang na kayo na magandang damit, magandang sapatos, good looking, walang problem." Sabi niya, ano yung mayabang na tingnan mo na isang tao na mababa sa'yo. Nakala mo ikaw mataas, yan mababa. Yan ng mayabang. At na hindi ka natanggap ng katotohanan dahil sa ego. That's mayabang. Okay? So example, when you are wrong, accept it. Kung ikaw mali, tanggapin mo. Kung hindi ka tanggapin mo dahil nakala mo na ikaw maging mababa, yan ng mayabang, okay? Or kung kita mo na sa tao na ako yung mas mataas, sila yung mababa, I am a good basketball player, you are not. I am a good football player, you are not. I am rich, you are poor. I am good looking, you are ugly. I am very tall, you are very short. Okay? I have a big muscles, you are very payat. That's all mayabang, okay? My clothes are good, your clothes. My car is good, your car is not good. My house is big, your house is nothing. So anything you compare to others that you are superior, that's problem. That's become mayabang. So may Allah guide us, may Allah save us.